Last time on Iron Gods. Had to remember for a second.
That's a pretty bad start.
Who am I?
Well, yeah, so last time on Iron Gods, first thing that happened, I did the recap of the previous session. Next thing that happened, we went out to, hang on, we initially, from the session before that, we had gone back to here in the Dead End Gorge, right? And then we went back out to the arena, where there was a bunch of rats and rust monsters guarding the entrance from anything that might want to come out, which seemingly nothing had. And then we ventured forth into the beginnings of like the Lords of Rust headquarters, right? Where we kind of snuck around like this like circular corridor, and these screens came on with this fancy eyeball on them, and he revealed himself to be Hellion, and he like gassed us with doom gas that like half killed all of us. And so Rothor decided, fuck that, and henceforth smashed every screen we came across, which is fine with me, and probably everyone else. And then, as we ventured further forth, we fought a bunch of, like, orc fanatics, who were like the regular orcs in the Lords of Rust, except fanatic toward Hellion. A little tougher. And there were some spellcasters, too. And like a half-orc lieutenant who had a note, or like a diary, talking about... Oh, what was it? It was like... something. It was important. And then we went down some stairs. Some more stairs, even. And fought, Oh, yeah, that was the note. It was... something cryptic, basically. And then down the next stairs, did we fight more guys down there? Or was it just... Yeah, there was an ass ton of screens. With Hellion, like, casting spells out of them half the time. And some more orc dudes. But, the important part of this fight was, there was another lieutenant who had, like, a chainsaw sword, like a chainsword. And she came out, and she almost one-shotted Rothor. And that was rough. But we took her out due to an unbelievably high number of fumbles on everybody's part, and some lucky crits. Then, what was it, an Etten we fought? Yeah, after we finished that fight, we investigated a little bit, and then some Etten busted down a door to investigate the sounds, killed the Etten. And then we just kind of ran around looting stuff, like investigating the purpose of this building, and we found out that it was like some kind of vehicle, like buried vehicle, that was in the process of like being excavated, but then was abandoned.
Yeah, your volume is a...
Yeah, I just turned it down.
Yeah, it's better.
Yep. And then, and the Chainsword Lady also had another note, compounding on the cryptic message, that seemed to imply that Hellion wanted to create, like, a metal body for himself. Was that it? Did we just, like, go back after that?
I do believe that was pretty much it, yeah. You did some more exploring, found some other things.
Oh, yeah, we found this, like, pool of, like, glob that had, like, this huge, like, mutated lobster mantis in it that we killed, and then we went into, like, Pimion went into a thin tunnel and got ambushed by a bunch of, like, assassin-type mooks. But since he can't be surprised and won initiative, he just ran away. And so we were going to fight them now. Well, if we go back. Which presumably we will. So yeah, Iron Gods.
And so then we start the beginning of the end, as it were. Probably the end of book 2 here, and the start of a temporary hiatus for the campaign. So let's make the best of it. You have presumably rested again at the Citadel of Bry, the chapel, the bolt hole of Bry, really. With Dinvaya being more than willing to look after your wounds and such. It is now the next day. The world is your oyster, or scrapwall even. The world, maybe not so much yet.
Well, there's only really one logical place to go.
Yes.
Back on the ground.
Going back to the relay, guys.
No. That is somewhere we shall never go.
It is a silly place.
There are questions we do not need to know the answer to.
We need 100% completion rate for the books. That's what I heard about, when players
damn
were playing my 13th Age campaign.
Well, everyone needs a solo campaign like Zarin had, so maybe Pimian can solo that place.
Yeah, Premier can go there while we go down into the machine.
Hey, that's true. I did take care of those rust monsters on my own. So, Pimian.
Pimian.
Yes.
It's gonna be like
Wise.
Wait,
Volunteer as tribute.
Your destiny is this to discover that place. And
I love
recover the
volunteering other people. This is awesome.
here's your bow. Go and be
You're
awesome.
brave, Pimian.
We'll send in some missiles with food and stuff.
Trust you.
Yeah.
You know you can do this. Now go.
Be free.
You're right, I can't.
That's great. Anyway, let's head back and let's get to the bottom of this. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't switch maps yet. I want to try something.
Okay. All right, everyone. As we're being changed, since we're at the end of book 2, this might be worth doing here.
I'm bracing.
What does everyone think that the monitor eye is? I mean, like beyond like Hellion.
Mm-hmm. I think
My
Hellion is
character
a.
or me personally?
I think Hellion is
Yes.
a dragon.
Yes. Okay.
A secret dragon.
God. I thought Hellion was an alien who was awakened from cryosleep or something like that.
Oh, look at this.
But it's kind of hard to justify that being true with the logs about him wanting a metal body and so. I mean, it's possible. You know what? I'm just gonna stick to my guns. Hellion is obviously an alien who crashed here thousands of years ago and has just recently woken up from cryosleep. That's why he knows all the technology so intricately. Rothor has no real clue. Doesn't really give a damn.
Jake Cordoon?
Personally, I think it's most likely some AI or something from the crashed ship that we were in. It's probably the AI that they were trying to start up. Oh, what was it?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's an AI or a dragon. He takes on the appearance of a dragon at least, but the dragons generally have bodies.
AI seems real.
So
Ghost
I'm gonna
dragon.
lean toward AI.
It's too
what little
omnipresent.
From what little I've seen, I'd be willing to go with Machine Spirit. My artificial whatever. I spoke with Madagascar this morning, although, I mean, I guess there's just the wonder and mystique of that. This fucking whatever it is able to do all these crazy things through the monitors.
The real thing is he can give divine magic to Mayanda, right?
Oh, it's pretty boss.
And
Or
Same.
something
Clerics.
else it did, you know.
Grand spell-like ability. Who knows?
Might be.
So I don't know if anyone else is having this problem, but with this thing that you're trying, I'm still loading one thing, and there's nothing in the
Wait,
transfer
we're doing
window.
a thing? I'm not doing anything. I'm just sort of looking at
I did a
Pinion
thing.
and Rothor sitting here in the...
Well,
There was a thing in the
well,
chat.
Sheep said that he wanted to do an experiment, and then the token move thing popped up, which auto-transfers you with your token to... Well, at least it should.
In theory, all you should have to do
Oh,
is
there we
click your token and click the link.
Is it working for everyone else?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
loading.
it's just a rust monster.
What's
I'm
supposed to
loading
have to click the
one
bus
thing.
monster?
Rust Monster has summoned us. We're summoned creatures.
Huh. So that means that we can't die. I can fight freely.
Such power. Our home
But we're-
plane now is that little room.
Such power.
Banished. Let me just fall back.
We should just bring these rust monsters with us and show them to Heli and meet your worst nightmare.
But he's made of silicon, not metal.
Oh, that's true.
Hang on, I'm
But
just gonna reconnect.
I think I've learned through many campaigns that rust monsters aren't picky.
They eat the silicon as well.
They eat anything.
Oh, can you kick me?
Anything that's valuable.
Oh,
You can
that's
eat all the
true.
locked
Makes
doors.
someone sad.
They eat the locked doors.
What they really feast on is fear and sadness.
I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want rust monsters anywhere near me.
They feast on fear and sadness. That doesn't sound like metal.
No. But
That
the
sounds
metal
pretty
thing
metal
is just
to me.
a lie
Yes, that's exactly, Jake.
because it makes you fear them and it makes you sad when they eat your metal.
Sheep, can you kick me?
Oh, okay.
It's probably one of the most terrifying monsters in the game.
Yeah, it literally eats your stuff.
Yeah, takes your stuff away. It's like old-timey permanent level drain.
I just want you folks to know, by the way, like officially you, Manikai, that the Rust Monster in 13th Age is more generous. Actually have like chances to like save your items by like rolling like saves and telling stories with them.
Tell this monster story. Now
I
see here.
am partial to those because I stuffed that staff down the throat of it.
Yes, you got rid of a cursed magic
Oh.
item by threatening to have a Rust Monster eat it. And the cursed magic item said
Stupid stuff.
no. Just ran away.
Yeah.
The item ran away.
I bought the rust monster so that we could feed it the fucking stuff.
The item teleported away from Manakai's character because he tried to feed it to a Rust Monster
It was like whenever I rolled a 1 on something, it smacked the back of my head.
for 2d6 points of damage.
And I did that so much,
it, like
almost
catapulted
died.
you into like
Yeah. Just
like,
throw me into
fun.
danger whenever possible. A trap! The worst. And then it taunted me at the same time. Felt good to win in the end.
Jake, just copy your token. I was just fooling around.
No, I can't. I can't
You
even load
can't.
the map. I copied my token before, just in case. But then now, even after I've disconnected and reconnected, I can't load the map.
Well, that's not good.
There is a thing that's not loading, and the transfer window is empty, so it's not transferring that thing.
Restart map tool.
I can try that. Yeah.
The only common denominator here in this huge.
Did it say I disconnected just now?
Oh, yes.
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 The
Okay.
thing that never changes. Map tool.
Tool.
Well,
For
maybe
like
I
4
can.
years now, it's been eating away at our sanity.
4 years. Maybe I
Why
can
don't-
at least start setting the scene as Jake tries to get his shit together. Get your shit together, Jake.
Are these rats having a party here
That's,
with this
that's
fire?
right, you fucking like, sluggish cunt, quit holding us back.
As you arrive in the Scrapmasters arena, as you've done so the days before, there's still the, well, same force of rats, or at least a force of rats as there was yesterday, kind of keeping watch over the entrance, although not quite as big as before. And they've also not just built barricades, they have now expanded their little hideout here to an entire camp, pretty much, with a campfire, some sleeping bags. A little more homely, all of it. But you would also notice that they do seem to be huddling together rather more closely than yesterday.
Maybe they're cold.
It's not too cold currently. Especially with the fire, it should be fine. They do seem rather nervous about things, but still valiantly watching the entrance. Their crossbows loaded. But there at least are no signs of any recent battles. The entrance itself to the headquarters of the Lords of Rust, unlike yesterday, is completely dark. There are no glowing panels currently lit up, no nothing really.
Rogue all of them.
I'm glad they stayed broke.
Self-repairing. That would make life difficult.
Cast make hole from the other side.
Well, I suppose it's torches or light spell.
I have light spell.
All right. So I suppose yes, please. Can you make my chain sword glowing?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. I'm probably not gonna stealth very much anymore.
I think we kind of
Very
passed.
more? That was not a pursuit that
As
you
I've run
did.
around my full
think,
plate
yeah.
with a turned on fucking chain sword.
I mean, kind of been past that for a
Like
while.
minus 14 or something like that.
Like, we haven't, like, Rothor hasn't pursued that since, I don't know, the beginning.
Since ever.
Since I'm here, we might as well make it more majestic for Rothor, too. Ride
Yeah.
the wave.
I can
Oh yeah, that's
my water rollerblades.
enter. Turn on Mr. Lou for some surf music and.
A few drops of oil and water, and then suddenly I am slipstream.
I know, what an amazing, like, component list. A few drops of oil and water, so I just, like, create water. I need the cantrip create oil.
It's like a little
really.
tonic. Just pour in the ground, and
Right. I bought some snake oil from a salesman.
There's also plenty of grimy and sticky oil around in general.
Thanks,
Take some oil
Grapple.
from your nose, maybe. Yeah. It's oily.
yeah.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that you're
Magic.
oily.
You just had to make it awkward, didn't you?
Well, you use your bodily fluids as you need to.
Just had to make it awkward, didn't you?
Let me tell you about this man of war thing.
That's a Portuguese man of war talking about.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's it, Jonas. I'm touching your body now.
Suddenly it's so dark.
My body is ready.
Yeah, out here it would be light, but just for the purposes of properly displaying the insides of the headquarters.
Wait, did Shanda want bark skin or mage armor?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, do they stack?
Yes.
They're different types of bonuses.
Like what
yes.
I see basically is Saren touching her, and then suddenly her skin just like swells and becomes like thick and barky.
Yep.
It looks very much like a terrible
It's like a green, leaf moss, slightly mossy,
Yeah,
barky
like,
texture.
That's a very bad reaction to android skin.
Note to self: Shonda allergic.
Terribly allergic to
Yeah.
the touch of dinosaur people. I don't really know how else to phrase them.
Dinobots.
Swivel the
Dinosaur.
character arrow right here.
Oh,
I'm sure there's a story about that back home, you know, from the spirits and the dinosaurs.
Yes, Jake.
The professor's partying.
there, Professor. That's what happens when he has too much coffee.
He just like runs in.
Yeah,
What
he's
about
just
the
like-
pile of goo and treasure?
Well,
No,
Now Shelly, the person who summoned us, is doing it. I think she's trying to tell us to get on with it. My summoning spell only lasts for like 1 hour, you know. You have to finish it.
is that Rasmus' voice?
Yes.
It should have more
Just
Yeah,
like
she's-
punctuate with like clicks. Like,
yeah, clicks because it has
Professor?
mandibles.
It's racism again. Why'd you have to make this awkward? all
What?
over
It
again?
has mandibles. I'm just calling it as I see it, alright?
I kill it sheep.
Okay.
Aha!
As I
That's
expected.
still smashed.
It's dark, so all I expect is for there to be those little hiding
I
things.
hope we get into a combat while Jake's still fucking partying out there.
what? Am I still partying out there?
Yeah, you're not coming in here.
On my screen, I'm directly next to Rothor.
No, you're totally
like in the upper
partying out there.
doorway.
You're still swinging your little arrow around.
I think the professor has gone like the Exorcist, and his
It's
head
going a
is
little
just
slower now, though. It's more like
His
a.
head
Oh
is-
god, now he's
Oh,
teleporting.
now I've teleported.
I've tried to move him a few times, and it's resulted in just seeing the dance thing. What if I delete him? Oh my god, he comes back!
No! The
How
professor
did you
is
do
eternal.
this?
I have achieved.
Well, I
fight
unlocked my scroll wheel and then spammed it
Pimion,
downwards.
Pimion Prime has been engaged.
It's like a radar.
Why did
I
you
in here
do
now?
that? Why did you overload like Java with like input?
Don't you know what happens when...
It stopped just fine when I stopped it.
Does it
boy.
become
Not
sentient?
you guys.
That's like using the waypoint function like 87 times.
Right
with
now,
one
you're
token.
just
It can
queuing
crash
up
this-
commands.
It's mesmerizing. Look at
My-
it.
You know, this is what's happening now. Pimion is standing outside and slowly rotating. That's it.
I mean,
Good
it's not the
job.
first time. So.
Like I moved my analog stick left and then unplugged the controller.
Well,
And-
that's
Recalibrate
what
the professor.
Minions doing, guys.
Let's hope they
boy.
haven't
No, I'm right
cemented
next
these
to you
doors
guys.
No,
closed.
that's
No, you really are not.
no.
No,
Oh, boy.
looking hitbox shut.
See, can I copy your token? Yes. Okay, here, take this.
Okay.
Which one's
Oh.
the real one?
But what do we do with the one that's
I have,
spinning its
you,
head?
You pasted it in the
Zoom
spot that I
in.
have mine, so I'm not sure which one is real.
How do we know which one is real?
I'll move the real one. There you go.
Okay.
Rothor, you must kill it.
Okay.
This is the only way to be sure.
So this is the
replicant.
real one, right?
I'm just kind of freaked out now by the
Facing us with
spinning
robots.
professor.
God damn it.
Oh. There are no sounds. The doors still open as you left them. The stairs still very much stairs.
Why do you keep standing on me?
No, we'll kill it. Whatever is here is going to die.
I still hear the
Do you
humming.
guys see my token? Moving?
Humming.
No.
Nope.
Yes.
I'm gonna reconnect.
But your other token stopped
Oh,
spinning.
that's true, yeah.
Because
Professor's
we
now looking at
disconnected.
Rasmus.
God, I'm gonna like disconnect my scroll wheel from my mouse.
There's gonna be like another Jake. Connected.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry I'm late, guys. And then I'm just gonna be, uh-oh. Who's the real Jake? Better ask on Reddit.
Yeah, they would know.
The only way to be sure.
Token has become sentient.
Let's stop moving until Jake gets back.
Prepare to charge.
Now both pinions are gone.
Good lord.
Now everything is gone.
Professor?
Okay. Now I need. Can you paste me again?
Professor!
Have you hints?
I have a pinion here. Okay.
Thank goodness, because I cut the one from the other map,
Oh.
and now the two on this
Why
one
did
are
you
gone.
cut your token? Oh, God.
You're trying to sabotage this.
You like actively, yeah.
Oh, your
Actively-
guys aren't on the other map either. They got moved here, not copied.
We're gonna finish the book today. It's not like you can just drag it out and we won't do it.
Right.
I know
Like
it's
Jake
difficult to
doesn't
accept.
actually want this game to end.
I put your token on
need
that
this.
deck here.
Ah, okay.
He should be by like
Oh,
7
yes.
though, right?
No.
Is it moving?
Really? You want to just
It
run
is
into the
moving,
middle of
yes.
the room? All right.
This is normal?
I guessed.
Okay, thank goodness.
Alright, Ruthor, if you could just get in there with your...
As you move down the staircase, getting to the bottom of it, as it were, you do hear coming from the doors to the bigger room downstairs the at this point familiar voice echoing, "Ah, so you have returned, and here I was hoping that you would have learned. I don't suppose you've returned to accept my generous offer, have you?"
It seems that lately there are a lot of openings, I should think. The organization.
They were no big losses.
Do you guys think I should turn on the chainsword? Or is that just too messy? I think it takes a standard action for me to do. So.
I mean, sure, go for it. It
mean,
lasts for
like
an
an
hour,
hour
right?
thing,
yeah,
yeah.
so go.
Yeah, but wait until we get to the room we were in before.
I'm just thinking they probably aren't staying in the same room. You know?
I think it's fine.
And
to
it
turn
might
on.
annoy Halion to have to scream really loudly too.
We can't.
There's
Oh,
only
okay.
there's only one dangerous thing left.
We can't really sneak anyway.
No, don't say that. Don't say there's only one dangerous thing left. Sure, I'll turn on my chain blade.
Now we can enjoy it too.
Yeah. Just imagine there's that loud.
Yeah, smoke billowing out of.
Do you have to pull it like multiple times? Like,
Basically, yeah. Oh, there's still some of my bones stuck in it.
Is that my face? Oh.
cuts his beard with that
Stop.
thing.
Yep, I knew it.
As you step there, you see one thing that wasn't there before.
Kill it.
Expose it.
Oh.
As hovering on top of the round table is something very similar to what you've seen before, except this one is red and has a much larger attached gun on its bottom that is currently crackling with electricity. different coils and wires glowing like a slight light blue as it's charging something. And we'll go into initiative.
There.
Maybe I could have made a perception check to hear it if I wasn't trying to hear over the chainsaw.
Thank you. I think that was a compliment.
Why is there a 5 on it?
That's because it's 5 feet above the ground, hovering.
Ah, okay.
Luckily, we're fast.
Heinrich does get to act first.
Robot!
Shoot! Ah.
Boom. I will. Delay after rotor.
Okay. Zarin.
These doors open automatically, or do I have to open them? Because I didn't open it.
The doors are open.
Okay. I can't see this thing. Good. That's what I wanted. I am going to use a standard action to cast lead blades on my melee power, and don't feel like using my oh baby. No, I don't like that. Fuck it. Rothor could be the one who's targeted by that some bitch. My move action goes to the children. I end my turn.
You know what's gonna happen here,
Okay.
right?
Chandala.
Right, Shanola will move, and while she moves, she will pull out the EMP pistol that she has.
Ooh.
Up here, and she will zap it with the pistol.
Oh, I remember that being used on Shonda's temple.
Yeah,
I,
that worked great.
That's when
it
you
was a
destroyed.
great idea. Like, what if there were nanites in your head and I zapped them?
Yeah, you know,
Professor,
that's
put you on your knees, put it in your mouth.
only
This might be the last time, and then pull the trigger.
as he smiled evilly.
Wait, try this.
Let's not
Yeah.
like trigger Jonas's like creepy like sexual innuendo time already. Okay,
Oh God.
That's
we're
my
not
best
even
time.
a half hour into the session.
You all love creepy sexual innuendo time.
Certainly hits the thing's touch AC. But do remind me on which weapons you can add your dexterity modifier as a musket master. Because I believe that's only two-handed weapons.
I am not sure. I'm gonna check.
Just activate my rage and such in the meantime. It's not like I'm not gonna do it.
It is also not within 30, so point-blank shot would not apply.
She gains a bonus on damage rolls equal to her dexterity modifier. When she misfires with a two-handed firearm, the misfire value increases by 2 instead of 4.
Yeah, it explicitly states two-handed firearms, which this is not.
Yeah, -5 then. 11.
Yeah, and the point-blank shot doesn't apply because you're too far away.
Am I?
Yeah, it's only within 30, not
Alright,
he's
fine.
within 40.
There we go.
Alright, now it applies. That would be then 11 points of damage. And the thing's thick armor plates do absolutely nothing against this.
That's right.
Roll for.
Well, I'll use a swift action to empower the chain blade with my with an arcane point to give it an additional +1. But then I'll move up and attack.
Rides the wave.
The charged chain sword. Don't know how difficult it is to hit yet, so let's just do a normal attack and see what happens.
Well,
Oh, that's pretty good, I think.
Well, that hits.
Does it crit?
It does, in fact, crit.
Yes.
where's your armored plate
And in
now?
the fight
Where
now.
are your iron gods now, motherfucker?
Your vulnerable silver, I think I pierced that at this point.
Alright, describe.
Oh,
Jeez.
I actually had a +1 more to hit because of robot. But, well, you know, Rothor stepped out into the hallway with, like, having just, like, pulled and started the big chain sword. And he just looks and sees a robot, sort of grabs it with both hands, holds it as, like, furious energy, rushes up through the blade, shining sort of a red glow, as he then just sort of moves forward in 3 steps and slices down, just smashing the robot right in the center of its mass, cutting it in half as the electrical sparks splitter everywhere as it just like falls down, completely broken and irreparable.
The
And then he's sad
Yeah.
because the game point doesn't work anymore.
combat is over.
So, Pimian hears Helene talking, and then he just hears meow, and then a loud crash. He comes out.
Zarin like pokes his head out, looks back at the professor, stares at both who are riding the wave.
Floating in a little water stream.
He really hates those things.
We'll kick the pieces a few times, because this. And then he'll look at the impressive like chain blade that just ripped through the thing's thick armor plating, and actually smile a little as he looks at it, and looks at the robot, and looks at the blade, and looks at the robot, slashes the robot again. Sort of smoke coming everywhere. It's a loud sound coming.
It's a good thing that weapon is in our hands now, Rotor.
Yes, it is very good at this. Let's fight more.
Pimian just kind of scratches his head.
Brother, don't move.
One.
I guess I'd take a closer look at that spot then, Sheep. Like, it doesn't look like
Yeah.
there's like a monitor there, for instance.
There's not a monitor there, and the shimmering that Zarin thinks he saw is pretty much as if the wall got slightly blurry for just a second and then kind of looked like a wall again. And in fact
Zarin,
continues doing exactly that.
Zarin like looks at that, then like looks down to the professor to see whether he saw that.
Pimian sees it. Pimian looks at Zarin, looks back at the wall.
What the gods was that?
I have no idea. Let's check it out.
One.
Zarin moves cautiously along with the professor and says, "The wall was shimmering."
Stop.
Oh, I'm dead.
Reveal what we can see, Sheep.
As Pimian moves there, the spot on the wall stops being a spot and materializes into something you've very much seen before.
We slash it.
Ah,
Oh, one of those little fuckers.
yay! More parts.
You-
Don't break
you
this
are-
one. Keep it intact.
You
Oh.
are most definitely not surprised, and Chandala gets to act first.
For
EMP pistol it.
for maneuverability purposes, could you like reveal more of the vision for our tokens?
Sure. There we go.
All right.
Yes.
Those both definitely hit. And the damage does very much look correct.
Let's fry all the electronics in there.
The creature sticking to the wall twitches. Correct. As it rapidly shifts colors.
Ah.
Does it have cover from either Pimian or Rotor? Right.
I think I'm too short. If it's on the wall.
It would
high
have
up the wall.
it would have soft cover, yes.
Where's that,
Okay.
-2 or 4?
Or AC.
That is -4. I've already included that for Chandala's attack. It still hit.
Okay.
Basically,
I'll
assume that Sheep figures it out.
Yes. And don't be grumpy if I tell you, oh, you missed because cover. I'm not making these up. I have the rules next to me.
But just like, but like it's like with Alvin and Soloro, Sheep. I know. I put that up. I brought that up before. You're like, that was different. It's a different rule set.
Different edition.
try.
This is not even D&D.
-4 to that. Probably doesn't.
That misses.
Touch?
It's an acid spell.
Well, it is a
Okay.
small. It is a small creature.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Take it.
Pimian will draw his sword. Just
Destroy it.
There we go. No, I hope not. I want
You guys all did really well with initiative. Congrats.
Oh, I know. It's a natural 20 right
Um,
there.
Fuck it.
That does not hit it.
I'm glad I didn't decide to be lucky.
Come on, let's have a deal. You're flanking with me now, so.
Yeah.
I suppose my enchantment would still work. Has it been more than a minute?
No.
Good, wonderful. I'll also make this a destined strike because it is a robot. So
Just gonna burn through all the destiny before we get to anything.
it's a robot. Actually, that should be an additional +1.
Oh, that hits.
Look at that.
And
He just-
the bits and pieces fly everywhere.
I'm
as
trying to
the-
get
as
like
the
an intact
chainsaw
version of one of
digs
these
into
and
Swings
you
the
break
blade
all of
from
them.
over here and into it against the wall and just pushes until the sort of the blade sort of goes slightly into the wall.
Thought we got two of them
Just
last time.
splits and falls to the ground, splintered everywhere.
I love your argument of it's a robot when there might be even more of those that are
Yes.
more dangerous.
There might.
You're gonna eventually run out of
Looks
destiny.
hungrily around the walls.
I mean, you can roll me a perception check.
Sure, against robots, why not? My God.
You see no robots.
Oh,
Well, Pimian wants to put whatever scraps he can
I'm mute.
get from this one into his bag with the rest.
Well, they've been well rendered for you now, courtesy of the chainsaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would be a pretty challenging puzzle, to say the least.
Yeah.
It's like a
It was so close to being intact. Oh well.
That's when you realize Rothor should have never had the chainsaw.
Yeah. Pimian wants to see if there's any cool stuff that we can salvage off of this thing, like the gun maybe, or something.
The gun uses a sort of technology that Pimian hasn't seen before. If it had been fired, it would have probably created something like a lightning strike. But it is so integrated into the robot that there's no possible way to salvage it in any usable condition.
Can we
Parts, sure.
We carry the robot and like have the entire mechanism fire.
I want to hotwire, yeah.
Turn it into a turret.
Yeah, if it's still here when we get back, or if we have time now, I would like to salvage kind of like the most valuable looking parts from it, since it's something he hasn't seen before.
Maybe after this whole Hellion thing has been dispatched of, whatever it is,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you'll have the time and freedom.
My sword is still active for the hour.
Yeah.
Yes, for the next hour.
Let's slice through more things. Lest I shall use more charges to keep it going.
Lead the way.
Sure, let's open the door.
Alrighty.
Hellion knows what's coming for him.
The door is, well, the room is
Oh.
really as you left it. The robot's still scrapped, the door still cemented.
Close that door again.
Just
Rothor's
checking.
like, oh,
No.
right.
No, not that one.
Rothor's like, oh, I remember this room.
That's why it was barred.
Oh, has the cement been touched, Sheep? Do we have like a someone?
Set place.
Is the
It
cement
doesn't
holding-
look like it was touched from this side.
Okay, from this side.
Well, there was an ooze back there.
It
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Locked in there. You don't need
Forever.
always to kill things to. We made peace with that ooze. You can live there.
The rat folk and whatever can deal with that shit later if they want to go.
They want to excavate the
That ooze is gonna come out and kill everything in Scrapple.
Yeah.
the new adventure.
Well, that
It
won't
was
be our
locked
problem.
inside.
The next group is gonna roll through.
It's just going to be like a melted hole in the cement, and they're going to be like, "What could do that?" And then suddenly from
Oh.
behind, it's just
Oh,
like,
what if we just like start putting like teasing signs here, like treasure, just like start pointing like arrows.
Spreading stories. There was a story of a room that not
They
even
hid my
intrepid
treasure
adventurers-
inside the acid in an acid-proof chest at the bottom of the lake.
That's what you say when you're a dragon and like spread rumors where your treasure is. Just do one.
I think
That's
it's
what
this
sheep. That's
story
what sheep
we should-
fantasizes about. Because what if I just spread rumors, deceive people, and trick them into thinking there's an awesome treasure chest at the bottom of acid
mean,
pools?
he is a DM, so
Is
What are you implying?
this door's opened?
Do you believe in Gary Gygax? Have you
Yeah,
accepted him as your savior?
This door was in fact closed shut, but you can open it with little trouble. It doesn't open automatically as, again, there's no lights and the doors don't seem to be really reacting as they did before. But with a little application of force, preferably in the sliding direction rather in the door
Chainsword.
direction, it works.
I mean, Rothor's way of opening doors at this point is hold chainsaw with both hands, kick the door until it opens, and then wildly sort of swing the blade around inside the
So
room to
you're
eviscerate whatever might
volunteering
be
him to
there.
be injured then? As we stand here for like the next 95 seconds as Rothor keeps kicking the door.
It is well established at this point that the doors open when you kick them. Sort of slide to the
Yep.
side nicely, like whoosh.
But Sheep just said that you have to apply force in a sliding direction because the power's not on.
Stupid door.
I suppose that's one way to recover from that.
I mean, he's a barbarian. What can we...
Well, we could fucking murder him for spending 95 seconds kicking the fucking door.
I mean, he probably broke his foot.
I wouldn't know.
It sounds like an end to a text game adventure there.
Yeah, you just type open door. The door doesn't open. Open door. The door still
Room
refuses.
is-
Open door.
The room is silent and dark. The eternal humming that was here before, still somewhat there, but far more subdued than before.
Do we go downstairs just?
Did we want to go
I don't
out through
think
that
we
door
explored
on
the
the far
north
left
of
and
it,
killed
did we?
The skulkers are over there, so we could go
You think
over
they're
there.
still there though?
They kind of live
Well,
there,
I
so...
can check.
Okay. I'll stay here and be
See
obvious.
the wall. They're at the end of the hallway. There's a door.
I recall.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just can't see it because
Yeah, it's just can't see
I've
it.
shifted to my musket now, Sheep.
Okay.
Yeah, and me to my bow.
Now. Actually, I don't have anything out right now.
I don't feel like this is exactly what I should be seeing. It's like
Well, if the door does not
Black Pyramid.
the door does not open automatically then and requires me sliding, I will step up to the door, Sheep, and use my gloves of reconnaissance.
Yes.
Look through the door.
That's the way.
Okay.
One ping only, Saren.
You look through the door. Roll me a perception check.
Sure, I can do that for you. 34.
Alright, you don't really see anything beyond the door except darkness. Especially to the north, which is somewhat odd because Zarin is usually not bothered by darkness.
Especially to the north. Okay.
Yeah.
It's very dark.
It's advanced darkness up there.
Zarin, basically, there's a round there to initially do it, then there's an extra round as he narrows his eyes. The fuck? Then after 2 of the 10 rounds, Zarin shakes his head and walks back a bit and says, "There's something really wrong with that room."
I mean,
I have-
yes.
I have always been able to see. Darkness does not bother me as it does individuals such as yourselves. And yet that room is pitch black for me. I can see nothing. It's as if I have finally learned after all this time what all of you meant when you said that you could not... Well, I suppose there was that blinding creature. Anyway, I can't see in there. Which means that something or someone is in there,
Professor,
obscuring my view.
can't you just open the door and throw some things in there and then close it again?
I probably could, although I couldn't guarantee that the explosions would be big enough to air everything that might be in there.
Like you did in the
But
arena.
from
the
the
gas.
yes, I could. And actually, the woman that was holding that nice chain blade that you're using now had a few rather cool looking grenades that I haven't gotten to try out yet. Explode in all sorts of deadly manners.
Perhaps we could try the northern direction first. I don't feel like aggravating whatever makes me not see.
Maybe leave a trap spiders
Right.
and doors then.
Bear trap.
Oh, I have a trap. Shauna will put down a bear trap.
You have 2.
And she'll put down one here as well. There's 2 bear traps here. I'll borrow one from you, Rother.
I suppose
That's
this
heavy.
might be. I suppose this might be worth doing too. Gloves of reconnaissance. Touch the wall.
Okay, Zarin sees the room beyond, which is really tiny, a few square meters at best, looking like it has been used as some sort of storage room or something. He also thinks that he can make out one of the glowing monitors.
Oh, you.
Zara then looks at Rothor and says, "Looks like a storage room. No one in it except for one of the monitors."
So he uses his foot to slide open the door
I guess.
and smashes the monitor.
You smash the monitor.
Taking the. As he smashes it, was Hellion on there?
As you essentially swing to smash the monitor, there was a tiny flicker of the eye appearing in a sort of mocking grin as the chainsaw then connects with the monitor,
Mocking, grinning eye.
shattering, like glittering sparks everywhere.
That's why I said demon
Oh.
thing, Manikai. The eye is expressing like smiles and shit.
Beholder.
Yeah, instead of an instead of like a
it's a
pupil,
beholder.
it's like a mouth.
Oh no! That's the worst.
That's some eye horror right there.
It's like a
Yeah.
Bodak. We all
Well,
die from
the eye itself
Okay.
isn't smiling, but kind of the corner of the eye raising as if the rest was also smiling.
It's like,
Easy enough to imagine.
It's
Shame
like,
playing my
he's like
face.
squinting a little bit, like, huh.
Well, that was around used there. What about like beyond like through this wall, Sheep?
It looks to be very similar. There are, in addition to just general scrap that is organized in piles, a few bedrolls, and again, another monitor.
Another monitor in there. No one. Just a small little sleeping area, Rothor.
Just take care of that. Smack.
There's no reaction this time.
Alright, that's 4 rounds of it used. And the Soren sighs and says, "I guess we're gonna go."
To the
He like,
last room.
he like looks back at the traps, sighs.
Well, I think Jonas not here, so Chandler volunteers to go
Look
front.
at the traps. Yes.
Professor, last time you managed to rice them up, maybe you should do that again.
Managed to what?
The same way as you did last time.
Managed to do what?
Approach alone through the tunnel.
Oh. I could. There's traps there.
Seems like a wise plan, doesn't it?
Pimion will have a gas grenade in hand. In each hand.
Could you just, like, remove those traps?
Maybe. I don't know how to
One.
disarm a trap.
Should we leave one or?
You had a 10-foot pole, yeah?
Oh, I do, yeah. I don't want it to get, like,
Poke
chopped
It's
up,
a
though.
it's a 8.5-foot pole at this point.
Well, you can chop a few feet off there again.
I think Shandala can just.
I think you've done this with it before.
Uh-huh.
Shandala can probably.
I have set off
disarm
traps
them.
with it before, yeah. Yeah, we can just have Shandala, like, untrap them.
Yeah, she set them. She has no problem actually unsetting them again.
Just since there's dark in there, I'll probably use a shield before we enter.
I wonder if these are the same ones that like flash when they die.
I don't know.
A couple of them were.
But being well defended is rarely heard.
Goggles down, is that what you're saying?
I'll drop them down when
I need goggles.
they're about to die. Also, I can shield myself too.
Power up.
So, yeah. Actually, no. As far as grenades go, I want a gas grenade in one hand. And no, I'm just gonna have one grenade.
Yeah, don't mess this up, okay? Don't fill the room with gas and then gas me, and then I die. That's not what we're looking for. But let's open the door. Be prepared to fight these things.
I'm ready.
Okay, which door do
I'm-
you open?
This one.
I'll open mine at the same time as him.
Alright, you open both doors.
And I cut down whatever is behind it.
I have my sword out in the other hand. That's a good
Slice
consideration.
and dice.
I attack the darkness.
Still can't see. Okay, there we go.
Both of you can definitely confirm that it is very dark. Dark to the point where even your torches don't seem to do absolutely anything, really.
Oh.
What about the light spell?
Light spell gets into the darkness a little bit, but not as much as it should. Like this entire area to the north here, pitch black.
Is
could
it
throw
a
a flash
gas?
grenade.
Like if we touch it?
You could roll me a perception check.
You want to
I
fondle
could
the
do that.
darkness?
I shoot the darkness.
I'll be lucky. Oh.
We'll just throw a grenade.
Oh, that
there.
was kind of average, actually.
The area of darkness does not seem to be a gas.
Okay. What if I threw a flash? Do you think I should throw a flash grenade?
The light
Maybe
there,
the flash would dispel the darkness.
Not sure that's how.
I don't think that's quite how.
Maybe it's not quite sure how technology interacts with magic.
I think something that would do damage.
To
instead.
me, it makes perfect sense.
I don't quite think that's how it works, Professor. I think it's a magical effect, and I don't think the grenade things are magical.
Saw the creatures using this tactic before casting this darkness.
So empower me to see in it.
Yeah, can you, get rid of it, Heinrich?
Make it go away.
I don't have any magic dispelling spells.
Would glitter dust work in the darkness?
I mean, it would if it hit something, but I think the professor should throw a grenade there.
Like the gas one?
I think you're the best to decide.
I don't know. Which grenade flavor would you like to waste? Would be
I
my
mean-
question.
I could do that. The entire room would be gas.
You can't even target that square.
But what would that do for us?
Why not?
It's
Isn't
dark.
this like an... Oh, no, I can just chuck it into the room, I guess, into like the middle of the room.
Blindly, yeah.
I was in here before. I do remember how
But
the
gas
room is.
doesn't really hurt them.
Yeah, you could use something that does
So
like
I would like
instant
to
damage.
attack that. I see there's a screen there. That's dead.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
maybe it's being caused by the monitor.
Yeah, I smashed the monitor.
You smash the monitor. The sparks glitter for a moment, but even their light does not penetrate the darkness.
Should I just go in there?
Penetration is hard.
I mean, I can throw... What is this? I have an Inferno grenade, which does fire damage, a Zero grenade, which does ice damage, and a Plasma grenade, which does fire and electric damage.
Chances are they're not really in there, but on the other side,
Yeah.
rather.
Yeah.
Because if we can't see, they might not be able to either.
They can
That's
probably see
super
it through
dark
that.
vision.
I mean,
So-
they used that
okay,
darkness
so-
spell in the room they were in before.
Yeah.
In the small room. So I think they
The
can see it through
darkness that was conjured in that room, however, had nothing against this darkness.
it. Oh,
Saren could still see that, but
This is pitch black. The other darkness just suppressed the light to make
so
everything
this over
kind of
here is the
dim.
pitch blackness, right?
Yes, that's where it slowly starts.
So we can sort of see in here, and then this is like...
Or we're looking at the pitch blackness.
Do we hear anything coming from that direction? We can't see, but maybe we can hear things.
The,
Could
with the
roll
third,
me
with the,
a perception check.
Sure can give you a perception check.
No, not really. There's some just general noises, wind perhaps going through cracks, getting down here, but nothing really that would signify any creature being up there or anything.
Well, either they're standing incredibly still, or there's actually no creature there.
or Zarin can sniff them out.
Oh.
It's true. Unless you just want me to go in there. Is that a good plan?
It's probably not a good plan.
Oh,
But,
okay.
but I mean, you
Sorry.
can go in there.
It's either that or Pimen throwing a grenade there.
Zarin will sigh. That is a reasonable idea. Hold on. And standard action. He becomes the eye. You go chill out in this room for a bit.
It's
Zoran.
Hellion.
Next time Hellion turns on the TV, this looks back at him, and he's like, "Whoa!"
No.
This is awkward.
I am your...
Zoran will pad in here, and this form does have the scent ability, sheep. So I suppose I thank you for acting that out for everyone.
You jump off the little natural balcony and smell the darkness, or what?
That's a balcony? I guess it could
Yeah,
be.
this is like a few feet up.
Oh,
And
I
that's
had
the
I had
corner.
actually no concept really of what this room was. Okay. Let me see here. The creature with the scent ability can detect opponents by sense of smell generally within 30 feet. The opponent is upwind, the range is 60 feet, diameter is 15 feet. Strong scents such as and there's also a creature with a survival skill. The scent ability can follow tracks, but I suppose I'm not trying to follow tracks so much as trying to detect opponents by smell.
Well, Zarin, smelling the darkness, would be able to tell that there's definitely no creatures within 30 feet. Although there is a rather distinct smell coming from the north, a mix of wet cloth together with almost decaying meat, although not quite as strong.
Zarin will then look at Rothor and shake his head.
All right. I suppose then I'll stay here.
Zarin will make gestures with the four claws for Rothor to move.
Oh, okay. I understood that as don't go. Well, can I see more of this balcony?
Uh,
I don't.
I mean,
think
I
you
can't
can.
move unless I can see it.
It is literally impossible to move into black without being able to see you.
I know that much. It's
Yes.
pitch black. That's all you really can see. Worth noting at this point, the vision rules. If you are moving in an area of pitch black, you are essentially considered blind, with everything that entails. There's a slightly more than 5 feet drop to get from this natural bridge down to the actual floor.
I guess I'm just feeling my way with my feet, so I don't know that there's only 5 feet drop. There's a bridge here. I keep the others informed by my words. You can come along. How far do you want me to go?
Until you find a way around, I suppose.
I wouldn't really know if I have.
I mean,
Keep Zarin close so he can sniff the danger.
I keep my hand on Saren's tail.
Poke. Feel
Sorry.
a wall.
Zarin gives Shanta a scrutinizing look.
I'll grip the tail, and then she goes, "Yeah, okay, I can follow now."
Zarin considers batting her off the damn ledge.
Ah, it's going down from the bridge.
What? What was that, Rothor?
I'm coming down from the bridge.
Oh,
I
okay.
see light. Oh.
I'm sorry, Professor. I didn't.
Zarin cranes his head around and sees Rothor.
It circles around. Well, I suppose I shall try to follow this wall instead. The little bridge, you should be able to just go down from there and be fine. Trust me.
No.
Can I go under it? Is it
Yes, you can go on.
is it
Oh, okay.
unpleasant to go under it?
It's a bit low, but not low enough to really be that unpleasant.
In that case, it'd be great for timing that Zarin steps off.
I have to turn on chain blade.
Oh God.
Well, I don't know what happened, but it sounded
Actually,
really bad.
swinging that thing around rightly.
At this point, Zarin can most definitely make out that the source of the smell of wet cloth has a number of distinct sources,
Direct my blade, Saren.
pretty much directly to Zarin's north.
Can I try? Can I like identify if this darkness is a spell?
That would be spellcraft.
Sure.
Like, stick a finger out and taste it.
I do
Yeah.
have to detect magic spell.
Tastes like magic.
Yeah, always.
Yes.
Detect
worst
magic
case-
would also work, yeah.
There is a detect magic spell.
Yeah, I have that too.
It is most definitely a magical effect. Kenrick would think that this is equivalent to the spell Deeper Darkness.
You relay this information. What level spell is that?
Well, Kenrick wouldn't know that, but it's a 3rd level spell.
Zoran will screech and hiss, his mouth pointed towards the north.
Bertha will move up and swing his blade slightly in front of him, like sort of like a blind man trying to see if there's anything there. And he'll make contact with the wall, and then find out that it's a wall. And so the path forks, it seems. Left or right?
I have no idea.
You pick.
Always right, then.
Shauna sort of fumbles her way up.
I don't know what's here,
Alright.
but it's getting sorted.
Zoran hisses and bounces,
No.
and bounces from foot to foot.
Chandala can hear something that sounds like shuffling of feet, almost in her immediate vicinity.
Ah! Something is here! She'll take a step back and sort of point with her bayonet towards the sound.
Alright, stop.
Oh, I was about to.
Swing the blade towards my...
This
I was
point
about to
will
like
go
throw a
into
grenade
initiative.
in that general vicinity.
It seems dangerous.
A gas grenade.
My perk here is that I can pinpoint people with scent. It's automatically if they move 5 feet within
Just
me.
screech at what square...
Not that you could even see the square.
yeah.
Yeah.
General direction.
Chandala hears, pretty much all of you hear from the north the faint chanting of what is undoubtedly some sort of spell.
Get down.
Can I
I mean,
identify it?
instinctively
With-
closes his eyes.
You could roll a spellcraft check.
Line of effect. Yes.
Well, listening to the words, Kenrick could identify this as the spell Spectral Hand, which in essence is a way to deliver touch spells at a range.
Well,
It's going
we're in
to
initiative,
touch us.
so, you know.
The same similar chanting comes from Rofos east through the little
Ah.
tunnel.
I shall catch them now. I know
That-
where my
in that
foe
case, Shonda will hit the thing
is. To
on
the
her,
east.
on her armor that gives him more touch, I see. Whoop.
Okay, it would be Pimian who gets to act first.
How far away does the sound like it's coming from? Like, is it semi-distant or?
Yes.
Pimian
Yeah.
lobs his gas grenade as hard as he can toward the voice.
Okay.
Like,
What's the range on the grenade?
It's a 10-foot range increment.
Okay. Well, if you just throw it without targeting, I'll let you just target the far wall here. What's the radius on the effect, though?
20-foot burst.
Alrighty.
like all get cast.
We're
It
not gonna get
funks against the wall. You don't really know where it landed.
Should I make an attack roll?
No.
Okay.
Well, you can. If you fumble, then it might go wild. But other than that, just throwing it straight isn't that
Hit
difficult.
Saren in the neck.
I'm just gonna use the ranged touch thing since it's the same like attack roll. I'll be lucky.
Huh.
Yeah. It funks against the far wall. Tumin isn't exactly sure how far it went, but not really that far.
Oh. But you said it started like semi-distant.
What the hell does semi-distant mean?
Like not.
Go ahead and
Would it
shot
trigger
here.
point blank shot?
No.
Because
Literally
that is close. So
Alright. This will be a attack roll against Shandala. This is versus touch. The armor does not apply against this because it's not a laser attack, not a ray. It is a ranged touch attack, which I have here.
Melee touch attack.
The faint whispering of air goes past Chandala. The magic slams into the wall.
Something flew past me, I think.
Kenrick.
Can I target the spellcasting voices with a spell?
No, not targeting.
But what if it's an AoE spell?
Then you can try to throw it in the general direction. That works.
Just choose how many feet you wanted.
I
To
really
give you a
don't have-
general idea of the distances, if you zoom out a bit, I'm going to wave around with a pointer for a bit. The general area where things seem to be happening is essentially this.
Oh, great. Then I did throw the grenade far enough away that nobody of us will potentially die. Unless it hits
We haven't
something
had to-
in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I could cast glitter dust on ourselves.
That would not really help.
Not really. Yeah.
And you also don't know where we are, technically.
I hear you, like, pretty much close to me, so I kind of know where you are.
There's a man with a chain blade in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know where you are, Rother. That's not the problem. It's just... Let's listen for the cacophony.
I will... Can you move over here? Or is that a wall?
That would basically be the ramp leading up to the natural bridge.
Actually, don't we also not get our dex bonus to our AC right now?
That is true. You're effectively blinded for opponents that can target you.
So, like, touch, we have like a 10.
Yeah. 9 would have still missed Chandala.
Yep.
I'll delay after Zarin, because he can probably pinpoint them.
Okay.
Go up to them and snarl.
Well, I can only really move one at a time, but I'm going to move, funnily enough.
Okay.
Because I want to get out of this darkness. So much darkness. Is this the end?
This is not the end.
Well, that is not bad of my movement either, so...
Stop. As you move there, you can just barely make out a form next to you.
Well, swinging at it, I have a 50% miss chance.
Yes.
But I suppose that's better than not doing anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, you're pretty sure that there's something next to you in that square, but you can't really make it out well enough to properly fight.
oh, let's see here.
Very compelling argument for just burying this place beneath concrete, guys.
Let's see. Low is good. 79 would be a miss.
Oh well.
Problem is, I don't think there was any way forward except this, right?
No, this is the only way.
Yeah.
We just make our own way.
Chandala.
I mean, they will die from starvation,
Well,
literally.
you think like Rothor is bad in here. I am completely worthless in this place.
Yeah, this is why I'm randomly throwing explosives, and I hope that I hit them.
How far can I move? Only one square each?
Well, you can move your entire
Move at
movement,
half
just not
speed.
not at a time. Half speed, yes.
Okay.
Because we're fumbling around.
I guess I'll go here then.
I'm fumbling around with a little water under my feet.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, I'm not gonna move here.
Okay.
And
Okay, you can
I
still double
guess-
move.
Yeah, I guess I can. Hello, Rothor.
There's something down here. Find the light to the north. Move quickly.
Stop.
As it's just
Oops, that was the wrong tool completely.
whatever thing is.
You're dying. You're
dodging.
dead. That was the rock's fall tool.
Chandala senses a presence next to her.
There's something next to me as well, Rothor.
Shoot it.
It's dark and creepy. Yeah, that's it. I
Back to
double
back, so we
moved,
don't hit
so-
one another.
It creeps darkly.
See, this creature will 5-foot step back into the darkness, and this
I
will
shall have
be this will be versus Rothor. Touch. That I believe is a hit. Roll me a fortitude save.
At least I'm kind of good at those.
as icy cold energies try to touch Rahal.
Bad touch.
Let's see. You take